Ayaya. What's up, guys? It's your boy Photopay the Dreamer, and I'm here giving you our FL Studio Beginners Guide series. Today, we are on our last episode of this series, and that is saving and exporting your project. So, we started from the toolbar, the browser, the channel rack, the piano roll, the playlist, the mixer. So these six components are the major components, and I think all the components that you will be interfacing with in FL Studio. We have looked at them. After that one, we looked at it. We created our first beat in FL Studio. We created it in the last episode, and today we are going to save it and then see how to export. Okay, if it's your first time and you missed them, don't worry, check in the description below. I have the link to this playlist here with all the full series. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button below. It will mean a lot to me. So let's dive in. So this is the project we created last time. It was a simple project. We didn't use any musical instrument. We just used our computer. We didn't use third-party plugins. We used the plugins that are pre-installed with FL Studio when you're installing your FL Studio. So it was an Afro hip hop, an Afro dancehall, and then I promised that we'll be making one of trap and then hip hop. Okay, don't worry. So just hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon so that when I post it, you will not miss. Okay, this is what we created. Okay, that's what we created. So what is left is saving it on our computer and then exporting it. So in exporting, you can either export it as an MP3 or a WAV format. MP3, that is the light format that can be played on any on any, like, say, computer, on radios, everywhere. And then the WAV file, that one is a high quality that can be used, like if you want to master it, you have to export it as a WAV file. If you want to, like, maybe you're taking it to a radio or TV, the WAV file is always high quality. If you are posting it maybe on BeatStars, you want to sell like a bit as a WAV format, not an MP3. MP3 is just a light version. So we are going to look at how to export it, all of them. But before, we can decide to change the color here, can decide to give that one here, change the color. We looked at these ones when we were looking at the playlist, so it's up to you to choose which one you like. You can rename anything you feel like doing with them. Okay, that's it, guys. So now we are first going to save it, but before I do it, remember in our first episode I hinted about project information. So come here, options, project info, then you can give it the title. I can give it a title, let me say YouTube Rhythm. You can give it anything. I'm just maybe your name, just give it your name. Let me say my name is Photopay the Dreamer. Photopay Dreamer. the genre you can select here, or you decide to write what genre you feel like. Let me say Afro dancehall. Then here you can write any comments. You read the comments you want. Yeah, just you don't have, as long as you have put it there, it's already there. There is nothing like, okay, what do, just close this one. So are you seeing now it's there already? YouTube read them. Now we are going to save it before we export it. Save, click file, save as, because we are saving it for the first time. Let me come, all these are my folders, but let me create a new folder. Let me say YouTube tutorial. YouTube, oh, let me say FL tutorial, FL Studio tutorial. Okay, where is it? FL Studio tutorial. So I'm going to save it there. First, let me first cancel this one. Let's go to our project info. Let me copy this one, copy, so that even it's going to be the name of the song. File, save as. We have already created our folder, and here I'm going to paste. Okay, so it is saved. So from here, but if at all you want to make any changes, if you keep on making changes, you just be saving, or Control S, be saving. Now that is saving. Next is exporting. Exporting. Now here we click, come here to file, export. So all these are the formats you can export, but we are going to you either choose a WAV file or an MP3, right? A WAV file, I told you, it's the high quality. Maybe if you want to send it for mastering, you don't send an MP3. If you just want to put it out, the audio, simple audio that can be got anywhere, go with MP3. So you have to choose where you're going to export it to. So I'm going to export it to that same folder here, our FL Studio tutorial. From there, it's an MP3. So you can either come and also change here web format, MP3. So I want in MP3 full song, leave reminder or cut reminder. That is it. So if it has gone like that, so cut reminder. Yeah, leave these ones, the default ones, leave them the default. Then start rendering. It's rendering. And there it has finished. So let's go to our folder. I believe FL Studio tutorial. So here it is. This is our original one. Now this is what we have just exported. Let's play and so we have already exported. Okay, so we go back to export the wave format. Let's put this one wave. Save. So it's already clicked here. So here you can decide to change either 32-bit, 24-bit. So it's up to you. Let me just leave that one default. We click. I see here it's saying that wave. It's a wave format. I think now this is our wave format. This one is our MP3. Let me open it with FL Studio with VCL still. Now if we had to check, let's check this one, the capacity. Our wave format is 6.59 MBs, and then our MP3 is 919 kilobytes. Yeah, so you can see our wave format is heavy because it is high quality. Okay, that's it guys. So if you have been with me from the very first episode, I thank you, and I thank you. I hope you have subscribed so that when I post other videos you don't miss out. If it's your first time, you're watching the first video, make sure to click the link to follow that link in the description, the FL Studio Beginners Guide series, or you go to my channel playlist, look for FL Studio Beginners series. We have all the episodes there. This series has 8 episodes where we looked at the toolbar, we looked at the browser, we looked at the playlist, we looked at the channel rack, we looked at the piano roll, we looked at the mixer. Then from there we had to make our first beat. Yeah, we made our first beat. From there, now we are here on our last episode, which is saving and exporting. So that's it guys. Now the other videos, now we are going to be moving to the advanced stages. So this one has been the first stage, so we're going to meet again. I'm still with you guys. I remind you, boy 40p the dreamer. I sign out.